No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
absolutely no. Absolutely no. Because here in the US, here in the US that I live for close to 30 years, if you have anything criminal record, any stain at all, even though even let's assume you didn't go to jail, the case was settled, you cannot apply for any public office. You cannot even be a nurse, neither a doctor. You cannot do anything public office at all. The only thing you can do is just a mini job, maybe like a landscaping job, like working as a cleaner. That's the only little thing that you can do. And as a cleaner, they cannot even allow you to clean the banks or a big commission. So Nigeria as a country that we all know that the government, the federal government and the state government controls the institution. So those are the reason why people like Bola Ahmed Tinubu have powers over certain things that they can do or not do. They have been favored by the corrupt government that they themselves are sponsored to be like that. The institution is working. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. How many times the courts have given him freedom, even for them to settle him. But the federal government refused. The federal government refused. So the federal government and the state government are the ones killing the same institution that they have built, that are made to work. Look at the EFCC right now. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is supposed to be in the bar behind EFCC. He's supposed to be arrested by EFCC because of his fraudulent acts, because of the way he took people's property in Lagos and changed it to his own, because of the bully van. And look at the other day, some people posted a video in our platform, Nigeria's platform, having about 50-wheeler truck loaded with money to the bank. Where that money is coming from, the owner of that money is supposed to be arrested. EFC is supposed to start doing the digging, because those people are Fulanis or Ansa, so they're untouchable. They can't do anything, in the same government. So these are the reason why we need a man like a PeterObi, a man that will empower the institution, a man that will allow the institution to work the way it's supposed to work. The police can work the way they're supposed to work. The army will work the way it's supposed to work. The court will do their bid. The DSS will do their bid. The EFCC will do their bid, regardless who you are. The EFCC are just like the Itapo. They have the right to go anywhere in the world to pick up any Nigerian citizen or even any citizen of the world that have committed crime in Nigeria. As the way Americans has power to come to Nigeria to arrest, that's the same way the Nigerians EFCC or the DSS have the power to come to the US to arrest, because both of them have signed that agreement. The same thing with England. But the difference is that the government is corrupt. So they will not allow that institution to work. It will only work for their favor, for people that they are engaged. And for Bola Ahmed Tinubu lawyers saying that they want to sue the media, it's a very good thing. I have to speak this in pidgin English. Now, a very good thing. This is a very good open development that would tell us how qualified is Bola Ahmed Tinubu if he can easily come and arrest the media, the social media presenters, the TV houses, and pick them one by one, and even come to the US here and sue the Illinois government, state governments, and sue them for terminating his name. So if you can do that, it will be a very, very good thing. At least it will make people like I and you to be very, very happy that this man is a very, very credible person.
Okay.
of which we all know that he can do it. They are what I call a toothless bulldog. They just want to make noise to scare people. But they
Okay.
should know that by now, the Nigerians of today, they are not scared anymore. These are different Nigerians in the 80s, in the 70s, and in the mid 90s, not even the early 90s, in the mid 90s. So the Nigerians of these days are not Nigerians that are scared. The Nigerians right now, they are ready to die for what they believe. They are ready to die for what they think is right. They are ready to die for the truth. That is why you now see the obedient families rising up, because they are tired of corruption. They are tired of kickback. They are tired of all these evil politicians. So whatever Bola Ahmed Tinubu has to do, let him do it, and more dignity will come out. More digging, more findings. I want to shock you guys. Do you know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a different name in the US? He has a different name in the US. The names that you know him in Nigeria is different from what he's bearing here in the US. He has a different name. So this man totally, all his lifestyles have been a lifestyle of corruption. He's a very good game player. He's a very good manipulator. He's very, very good in it. Very good. If you want to give credit to Mastermizer, is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is why you see Oshomola is very close to him, because these are the men that can ring, that can do things, or things that doesn't supposed to exist. They will make it to exist. But
All
this
right.
time around, we are going to beat them to their game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do. We are going to beat them to their game. They are right now, they are so afraid, because there have never been a time in the history of Nigeria that both the North, the South, the West, and the East will come up with one voice. That the diaspora will also come up with one voice. The voice is this, the obedient family. The voice is this, yes,
All right.
yes, hello?
Yeah, Engineer Ken, can you please round up, please?
Okay, so these are the voice of the people, the voice of those ones that died in the Mediterranean Sea, the voice of those ones that died in the desert, in the coast of Africa, the voice of those ones that died in Lekki Toll Gate, the voice of those privileged children, those children that has no food to eat. These are the voice. Speaking up, be an obedient family. We're going to take them 2023 February, and we're going to disgrace them. Thank you so much, Nigeria Watch. And Mr. Cassie, thank you for my time.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ken,
Thank you,
for
Engineer
a
Ken. Thank
wonderful
you.
analysis, of course. Thank you to everyone who has contributed so far. I believe on the first topic today, everyone has contributed. Thank you, Engineer Ken. Thank you to Mr. Collins, Mr. Vine Maxwell, Mr. Ike, Mr. John, Mr. T, and of course, Brian Nice. Thank you all so much for your contribution this far. I really appreciate you guys. Mr. T, you said you needed a few seconds to just say something. Please make it 10 seconds. Thank you.
Yeah, I think he made some good point, but also
Mr.
at
T,
some
are you
point,
there, please?
He's
can you
talking.
hear
He's
me?
talking. Yeah. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead, sir.
he made some point, but at the same time, at some point, he was completing himself. Because if you think about the EFCs and then some other organizations that I mentioned, those are institutions, and so are they really working? He answered himself that they are not working. So I mean, he just answered himself on some things that I mentioned. So you can go ahead.
Thank you. So,
All right,
Kashif,
thank you.
the next topic, please.
Yes. Yes, please. Thank you, Mr. T. Thanks to everyone who has contributed, everyone who has super chatted us, and of course, the wonderful viewers watching us from all over the globe, and the amazing people right there on the comment section. I appreciate every one of you. Okay, guys, we're just going to quickly touch on just two videos, and we can start talking and round up the show. The first one I have here is um, the Labour Party, who is talking about them being, attacked by the APC. They literally accuse the APC for attacking attacking them. And of course, PDP is hinting on the fact that they are also going to sue Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right? They are hinting, like they're not literally saying it, they just give us an hint that, okay, oh, as it is everybody they sue now, now I turn to sue. We too will be like, say, one sue Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this as well. And you know, we've been having back and forth about this forfeiture thing. They also expatiated on the forfeiture stuff on this video we're going to be sharing with you guys, and how the APC government are attacking Labour Party. Let's start with that one right here. Please endeavor to like and share this broadcast. Thank you all so much, and God bless you.
We are very disturbed about it. When Mr. Tinubu and Shetima emerged, we knew their history with violence. But we were surprised when we now saw the violence visited at a rally in Kaduna, also now repeating itself in Maiduguri. We are very worried. We are also aware that the APC supporters in Lagos have used violence repeatedly during elections. So I believe we shouldn't give this just lip service. We should take this front and center.
How do you mean repeatedly? Because we heard the APC representative in Lagos say Labour Party presidential candidate has been able to visit states that are governed by APC leadership, and they've been able to carry out their campaigns.
He has visited no more states. I'm specific about Mr. Shetima and the records of Bola Tinubu through elections in Lagos State. That's what I'm telling you, okay? You saw what happened also in Osun State when, after the governorship election, supporters of the APC went and burned shops for traders they suspected voted for Jackson. Now, we think this is dangerous. The Agberos who are being raised in Lagos, what are they being raised for? So we need to start now to make sure elections are peaceful, because that's the only thing that threatens the election. If we see violence, we already have been seeing on television, on social media, some people threatening that if anybody comes out, they will kill in Borno State. I think what the police should have done is whoever made those videos, because they didn't hide their face, have them invited. And as you caution them, other people will know that visiting violence on peaceful agitators in politics is against the law.
In order to identify where this challenge seems to be springing up, can your party actually absorb itself of culpability in this regard? Because remember, several people did accuse your party of stoking violence on the social media platforms, which they say culminated, may have spilled over in some areas.
No. What you have, Labour Party supporters are vehement, emotional crusaders. Now,
Did you guys hear that? Labour Party supporters are emotional and they are crusaders. These guys have already been there. The people supporting Labour Party, they've already been there. It's not something new. It's not something that is just happening right now. Everybody is really just happy about the PeterObi movement. So the question is, why are they attacking Labour Party rally? Why are they attacking all of these things? Why is Labour Party their target? Why are they attacking Labour Party? Let's quickly take just 10 seconds more of this video and we'll move straight to the next one we have here for today. Thank you very much for your patience. We appreciate every one of you. Let's continue, guys.
these are supporters that were on the street before Mr. PeterObi was now appointed to provide a face for their struggles. These are not normal politicians. These are Nigerian youths. And Nigerian youths are not known to be violent. When they were protesting 2 years ago, when this proper revolution took shape, the government tried to violently suppress them. But the government was not able to. And so you've now seen those people who have been used to being suppressed violently by the APC government. They have never reacted. They have never shown their own violence. These are the same youths we're talking about.
Exactly. You know, for every time they keep talking about how the obedient are always very aggressive, they are quick to insult and all of that. But the truth is, at this point, everybody is angry with the current situation of the country. It is tiring, it is exhausting. Everybody is literally angry about what is going on right now in our country, Nigeria. Guys, help us to like and share this video. The question is, why is the APC attacking rallies, attacking the Labour Party rallies? Why are they doing all of these things? Well, like we always say, we cannot relent at this point. We can only keep pushing because we know what we are fighting for, which is the betterment of our beloved country, Nigeria. Let's quickly move to the next one we have here for today about the PDP hinting that they are going to be also suing Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the drug case. Thank you once again, people.
And subjected to criminal forfeiture judgment for a narcotic-related offense by a United States court. Nigerians are, however, appalled by the lame attempt by the APC president campaign, which, after admitting that there was a $460,000 drug money criminal forfeiture judgment against accounts traced to the APC president candidate, is now desperately trying to pull a wool over the eyes of Nigerian people and our democratic institutions. Seeing that it is technically out of the presidential contest, and further destroyed because it cannot also field candidate at all levels in the 2023 general election due to its illegal and unconstitutional congresses, the APC has resorted to unleashing hoodlums to attack PDP president campaign rallies and other innocent Nigerians going about.
Why be saying now only APC they attack everybody? Now they say APC they attack PDP, they attack Labour Party. Why are they the only ones attacking everybody? Now, wow.
About the legitimate endeavors as witnessed in Kaduna and Borno State in a bid to trigger crisis and scuttle the elections. There are already apprehensions in the public space of unrefuted allegations that the APC is behind the orchestrated attack on the independent National Electoral Commission offices in Ogun and Osun states. The plan of the APC is to instill fear in the citizenry, disorganize and weaken other political parties, frighten, hamstring, and immobilize INEC from conducting the 2023 general elections. The APC must know that its schemes, denial, threats, and resort to violence cannot help Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For emphasis, by Section 137(1)(d) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, Asiwaju Tinubu is not eligible to contest the presidential election in Nigeria. For emphasis, I need to quote last section for you. Section 137(1)(d) of the 1999 Constitution as amended provides that a person shall not be qualified for election to the office of president if D, subsection D now, is under a sentence of death imposed by any competent court of law or tribunal in Nigeria, or a sentence of imprisonment or fine for any offense involving dishonesty or fraud by whatever name called, or for.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to end that video right there. Thank you all so much for your patience. Now, the question be say, why be saying now only APC they try to instill fear? Why do they think by, attacking the Labour Party or attacking citizens will instill fear on Nigerians? Why are they the ones always at the forefront at all of these things? The PDP are also complaining about violence from the APC. Likewise, Labour Party is also talking about violence from the APC, that their target is to instill fear in the minds of Nigerians to destabilize other political parties. Why are they going to do this? I thought it was a free and fair election. I thought Nigerians are free to express, their fundamental rights as Nigerians. Why are they doing this? Like Kachanuchu just said right there, Nigerians are not violent. You can take a look at the protest that happened 2 years ago, the NSAS protest. It was a peaceful protest. Nigerians are not, violent people. So why are they trying to do this? That is the question I'm asking everybody. Destabilizing these two parties. Do you think all of this is going to instill fears on the youth? Because I believe, Nigerians have suffered so much at this point that I don't think things like this can even weigh them down. So by the time they are trying to instill fears in Nigerians, what do they hope to achieve by doing that, by attacking rallies, by attacking campaigns and all of that? What do they hope to achieve by doing this? This is the question I'm asking you guys right now. Please, I would like to hear your thoughts on this particular one. I can see Sonny Yoni right there. Bose Adebayo just joined us. Kelvin Ayibambi. Thank you guys. I welcome you all to today's broadcast. God bless every one of you for taking time out to do this. Please, my people, let's talk about this. We just finished drug case. Now this APC. Now this one is happening again. Okay, Mr. Niger, watch please.
All right. According to the video and what is currently circulating on social media right now, we can see the APC youth publicly threatening the Labour Party youth or supporters that they shouldn't come to some certain places or else they are going to be slaughtered and all that. Now, my questions still go like this. At the beginning, they said Labour Party is a nobody. In fact, Tinubu could not mention PeterObi's name. He called him that man, what's his name again? P from Anambra. That was how he described PeterObi. But today, you see how God have turned everything around. The biggest threat that PDP and APC is facing right now is PeterObi. Labour Party. The unknown party have become the known party. Now they have started paying youth, Agberus, thugs in Lagos to start attacking us. My message to Labour Party supporters is this. This is why I said we should be sharing our videos. We should face each other. This is not the time to play victim. If we are going for any rallies, we should be ready. That's it. If you attack me, I attack you. That's how it's supposed to be. You cannot open your eyes and allow your eyes to be blind. I know some might say you are inciting violence. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you want to be killed? And at the end of the day, many will use you as an example. I say, Tunde with the kid that day, he pay me, say, die. Oh. If Tunde be no, if I do like this, for do like this. God forbid, that will never be our portion. If APC youth strike, you strike back. Simple as ABC. This journey is a journey of dedication. It's a journey of emotion. It's a last journey for every one of us. PeterObi or never. If Tinubu is paying thugs to fight us, we shall fight back. We must fight back. That's it. I don't blame anybody than the same youth they are paying to fight other youths. This is one of the reasons I said that God forbid, and I repeat, God forbid, say what we are fighting for will not get done. My cob will not go enter any youth hand for Nigeria again. Never. Because if you go to Nigeria and I go and check, many of them are saying Labour Party, what's it called? Tinubu here. And they are still the same people who will come to you say, bros, I beg, now I dey hungry. we should be serious of this journey. Nobody is here to joke. Nobody is here to play. I have so many other things I can use my media for. By God's grace, I have the followers. I have more than 1 million followers across all my media. I'm live right now every day on 3 channels. Every blessed day. But I decided to dedicate all my platform, not just Nigeria Watch, for PeterObi, because I need a better Nigeria. And for you, whoever you are, you want to come back to this channel again to directly or indirectly speak for your satanic principle, you'll be blocked on earth and in heaven. At this particular moment, I'm not here to joke. There's no room for that. We are getting close and the time and the days are counting down. If you dare step on this platform again and indirectly or directly speak for your satanic leaders, you'll be blocked. Don't tell me I'm intoxicated by my power or YouTube power. The YouTube belongs to every one of us. We all are learning from each other here. But if you don't share the same ideology with us to have a new Nigeria, then don't come. After this election, come back. Look out for what we are going to be talking about then. Why are we deceiving ourselves? The broadcast we did this afternoon, a man was kidnapped by Fulani herdsmen. He was tied on the tree. They recorded him tied on the tree and slaughtered him to death on the record. It didn't end there. They called his family to pay 10 million naira before they can get his corpse. They didn't lie that he's still alive. They say he's dead, but you're going to pay 10 million naira to carry the remaining of his body. This is the Nigeria we live. And we still have some youth saying, now Tinubu they want, now Atiku they want. What a shame. The same Nigeria today, no, yesterday and today, report reaching me that one chance, I don't know other name I can describe them with. For some of you that's familiar to Nigeria very well, that is going visiting home, you're supposed to know what is called one chance. Where you have 3 women inside a bus, you have 2 men pretending to be passengers, picking people from the street for kidnapping. One chance has started again, and it's rampant right now in Lagos. What are we talking about? You think this is the time for we to pretend, to pretentiously ignore the realism that is affecting us? No. We should say it how it is. Many of you watching me right now, all of us, we are supporting so many people back home with our hard-earned money. You think we pluck the money from the tree? If Nigeria was a better country, you think we'll be sending money home all the time like that? Whenever I'm in Nigeria, there's no day I don't spend lots of money. As long as you wake up, you start your car, you already started spending. I'm not here to brag. I'm here to tell you the reality of what everybody's passing through. The pain in Nigeria is too much. It's not just affecting the poor anymore. It's affecting the rich. Your life is at risk as well. Even though you have a bodyguard or you have an escort, a police escort, a mobile escort, if they meet you, they'll kill your mobile escort, they'll kill you. That's the same Nigeria. Then you see 1 or 2 persons telling me, now Tinubu they want, now Atiku they. What a shame. What a shame. No matter, don't tire me. Nigeria must become a better country in my time. I want to feed the other side of Nigeria in my time. By the special grace of Almighty God, we are already facing it. We are fighting it. We are strong togetherness. we will achieve it. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kashi.
Wow, Mr. Nigeria, thank you very much for reminding Nigerians, reminding us of the need why we all have to come together and make sure we work together. Thank you once again. Now let's move straight to Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike, please, you have the floor. Thank you. Mr. Ike, your mic is muted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, Kachi, you can hear me now?
Yes, I can, sir. Please go ahead.
How many minutes do I have, Kachi?
So please just go ahead. We're using this to give our closing remarks. So just go ahead and talk about it.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Thank you. First of all, let me start by saying that I lived in Lagos for more than 23 years. I schooled in Lagos. I did business in Lagos. So there is nothing anybody can tell me about Aburo. Lagos is a city of Aburo. They wake up in the morning, they decide to do whatever they want. And every government that wants to succeed in Lagos State must queue to the tune of the Aburos. There has never been any free and fair election in Lagos State. The only time we have free and fair election in Lagos State is during the time of UPN, Jack Conde. I was in Lagos by then. So the Aburo of 18, Lagos is the center of it. They wake up in the morning, they decide to do whatever they want to do. Can't any of us see what is happening in Alaba International Market? Because the Igbos in Alaba have decided that enough is enough. And they have decided to resist this Aburo of guys in Lagos because they know the population of the Igbos and the other people in Lagos State for this election. So they are doing everything humanly possible to frustrate the people. But let me tell you, the Nigerians are waking up. Nobody is anymore afraid of the Aburos. We know that they are there. And the people in Lagos are ready to fight back. So the issue of APC, this is the only way they win election. This is the only way they win election anywhere. So we should be prepared. Like Evie said, time has come when we say, okay, the APC, you said that we are not going to come here to do campaign. If the government of the state give us the permission to come and do campaign, and the Aburo said that we cannot do it, we will go and do it, and when they fight, we fight back. Because if we do not take the bulls by horn in this election, there is no way we succeed in whatever we are pursuing. But also, I want to make one fact clear here. Factual evidence. My senior brother still lives in Lagos today, and the wife have a shop in Ojota Market. The time after that rally that they did in Lagos, you know that the Aburos, they went to every market in Ojota. They went to Ojota, and every woman, everybody that has PVC in Ojota Market, they collected the whole PVC. 95% of the people that have PVC, the Aburo people took away their PVC. When they approached my brother's wife, he told them that he doesn't have his PVC. They said, well, they told them that his PVC is with the husband. They said she should go home and get the PVC. My brother's wife told them that the husband traveled to the east, she doesn't know where he kept the PVC. And after a long time of argument, they decided to leave her. So almost she is the only person that they did not take her PVC. This is to tell you what APC is doing. And when I was in Dr. Damage platform, the day that he interviewed Dele Farotimi or so, I did make this clearly to Damage to let this reach to Dele, because APC in Lagos State has started doing everything that they can do to make sure that no party exists in Lagos. So what they are doing is real. I'm giving you a factual evidence right now that this involves my own family in Lagos. So the Aburo of 18 is what the only way APC know that they are going to win election. What happened in Borno State? Do you remember that the police commissioner said that is a fake news? The police that were supposed to be the custodian and security protector of Nigerian common citizens said that it was fake news. But until the Inspector General of Police, I think he had a meeting in Abuja where he said that the police are investigating because it's not a fake news, but the police is going to get to the bottom of it. So this is to tell you the country that we are operating in. Shetima, who was the governor of Boko Haram in his own state, he has joined Lagos State to do the same thing. So if the commissioner of police in Borno State is telling you that it is fake news, what else do you want? This is an evidence of what is going on in this present election. So Nigerians, please shine your eyes. What do you call free and fair election? Free and fair elections start with the process. What are the process? You are not allowed to deny the other political party space and venues to do their rally. But that is what is happening right now. We saw what happened in Nasarawa. That even the helicopter of our principal was not even allowed to land in Nasarawa State until about a few hours to that particular day that the rally was held. Nasarawa has never had, what did they call it, sanitation day for almost 7 years. But on the same day, they decided to put sanitation in Nasarawa State. No movement. Nothing was allowed the Labour Party to do in Nasarawa, but God, on his infinite mercy and power, they were able to do that rally. You saw what happened in Edo State. It is the same thing. So the process of free and fair elections starts with the process. And one of the processes is that there should be a free playing ground for everybody. But the governors with their criminal structures are frustrating the opposition parties to do anything. So the evidence is there that the party that they said that we are structureless, it is only 4 people, it is 10 people in a room. Now we are their problem. We are their headache. Why are they after PeterObi and the Labour Party? If we do not have the power to take over the power in Nigeria, why don't you leave us? Let us be only 4 people and 10 people with a computer. So, supporters of obedience, please shine your eyes, because the process of the election has started. They started rigging the election already. You saw the pictures of young boys and girls in INEC server that is going on in Nigeria right now. The people that registered these young boys and girls, children, INEC has not said anything. How many people have been held accountable? It is still the same APC government. There is no independence INEC. This election, they want to do everything humanly possible to manipulate and rig this election. But I am telling you, as long as God is still in heaven, they will not succeed to rig this election. Because when they want to rig this election, they will see what is bigger than them rigging the election.
Okay.
So finally, what I want to advise Labour Party. Most of the time, the information we receive are very late. For example, what happened in Nasarawa? Donyo Kupe said that after the rally. What happened in Benin? It was few hours to the edition we begin to hear those stories. Please, Labour Party, when you apply for a place of rally, they refuse. You should let the public know in time. Put it on the radio, put it on the internet, put it on the public space. And let the world hear your voice that you applied for 1 week, that or 2 days or 3 days or 5 days. Don't let us know after the rally or when you are about to do the rally. Please, you should let us be informed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ike, for that wonderful analysis of yours. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you, the viewers, the panelists, the wonderful people on the comment. Thank you guys for always doing this with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Ike, for your wonderful analysis. Guys, we'll be taking the second round and as well having a closing remark as well. So please make sure to cover, everything that we'll be talking about so far. And this violence is very, very important. I need you guys to talk on that. Why are they doing this? Why are they attacking the Labour Party rally campaigns and all of that? Why are they doing all of this? What do they hope to gain? And Mr. Ike just, give us an instance of what happened to his elder brother's wife that they live in Lagos that owns a store in Ojota Market. You can imagine all of this oppression that is going on. Just like Mr. Ninja was said, with everything is going on, people still want to clamor for the same set of people who are putting us in this misery. How is that even possible? Shana Juju with that, my people. Let's move straight to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I think I've said everything. The way Nigeria is, and I don't think it's something that everybody will just come out and, just smile, because it's not a smiling thing anymore. When we are talking about, I remember when we are having a program with Emma here, people are saying that we should know how we talk, we should bring facts, and they see the facts on the space, everything are there. You don't need to search more. As in, when it comes to Nigeria issue, now you don't need to dig deep, or you just go to you see it on a space. The evidence is there. So look at what happened. A commissioner of police come out and deny the whole thing. That's the commissioner of police. It's not even an individual. It's a commissioner of police. Somebody who swear to protect the people come out and say something like that. And tomorrow, if we begin to talk about it here, somebody will tell us that we should get the facts right. Those things are there. So I don't know what the Nigerian people really want. That's a question they should ask themselves. At this time now, people should remove everything about politics and focus to restore Nigeria back. Because if we don't restore Nigeria back, mark this word, 2023, if at the end of the day, people's choice maybe didn't win the election, a lot of things is going to happen in Nigeria. I feel very just with it. Nigeria is going to turn to Afghanistan. I'm not praying for that. But if we are not careful, the way we are playing, using people's life to play politics, we are using people's life to play politics because you want something to suit in your own narrative. Then you forget to say when it comes to truth, you're not trying to bury the truth because you are trying to protect your own selfish interests. So that is the country we find ourselves. And how are we going to defeat all these demons? Is by speaking out. When you see something that is not good, speak out. Now, you don't need to go to mainstream media to speak out. There is a way. Even if you can share the message on your WhatsApp, people can get it. You have done your own part. So calling it out, and people, when you call something and people start tackling you that you are not using the real facts, you are not making, that is stupid. So all we are saying here is that the way things are happening, and when they talk about obedient people attacking them, they are just blaming victim. The real victim are the obedient people. They are the real victim because a lot of things I've said about them. Omokre will come out and say a lot of things. Nobody will question him. Nobody will call him on attention. Dino Meno will come out. Festus Kemo will come out. Then when Obi people try to reply them, then turn it that they are insulting them. But thank God, the whole thing have made people. It been clear to people now that it's no longer obedient that the one insulting them. They are the one insulting obedient people. Today, Macaroni tweeted something on his Twitter account. Look at the kind of insult he was receiving because the young man said he should vote wisely, that his vote is for PeterObi. And look at the kind of insult he is receiving. So these are no people are no longer playing these tribal politics anymore because this is the tribal politics that brought us to this level. And we can't continue playing it. And we are like trying to fall this is a trap. We are falling to the our politician, the way they want us to be behaving. So I think this time Nigeria have woken up. We can't continue playing the politics they want us to play. We want to play the politics that suit Nigeria people. A politics that everybody will be happy that I voted for this person. Then if that person now don't do the work, you voted that person, you vote the person out. Not when you vote somebody, the INEC will choose another person for you. I think Nigeria have woken up. So this 2023 election is going to change a lot of people, and people are going to be surprised what is going to happen. When I mean surprise, it's going to surprise people because I think P2B said something. He said when he won a number election, people were surprised. So he did it first, and he's coming back to do it again. So at the initial time, they thought it's a joke. Now it's becoming a reality to them. So they are trying to do anything they can to subdue the obedient people. But the more they try, the more they are raising people's spirit. Because now, if you challenge people, they will challenge you back. So if you try to fight people, they will fight you back. So Lagos have been a place that is why I don't like that state. I don't like that state for a bit because they thought maybe everything belongs to them. No, it doesn't belong to you. That place is a capital of everybody. We have right. Everybody have right there. So, and people now are starting to stand up. You saw what happened in Alabama. That is one of the things that is going to happen to election because when you said, I can't vote, you also not going to vote. If Tinubu try to distract people not to vote PeterObi, people also not going to, his people is not going to vote. He will lose Lagos, PeterObi will lose Lagos. So, if I'm advising him, you should allow everybody to do the election peacefully. Because if you want it, for me, trust me, the other people, other tribe that is living in Lagos are really out for this election. They are not, it's not like before. They are really out for this election. So if he trying to do anything stupid in that Lagos, people also going to show him stupid. Because it's no longer an election like we used to do before. So at this time around, I just begging everybody, forget about your ethnicity, forget about your tribe, forget about your region. First of all, Nigeria first is the most important thing everybody should be thinking about because what affects somebody in the south affects somebody in the east, affects somebody in the north. So people are lost in their life. People are that video that they imagine somebody that watched that kind of video and you went back and sleep and just rest and be joyful that something like that happened in Nigeria. Who does that? And government is not even talking anything about that. Buhari is not even talking anything about that. I'm just want PeterObi and these people to also to make an address like PDP did address on this Tinubu issue. They should also come out and speak about it, which is very important. Every other party that is contesting in this election should follow the step. I think PDP on that, I'll give them credit on that. When you see somebody do something, I have to credit that person for me. I give them a credit on that for coming out to make it as a press conference. That alone gathered money attention. At least that alone will shake our necks more. If Labour can do, and I've been watching people like Showore because if this thing I've been looking at Showore all this while this news have been going, he just I'm not hearing from him. But if this happened to be PeterObi, you will see him ranting. You will see him moving up and down. Even by now he'll be tweeting so many even calling press conference. But I'm not seeing him. So I think we should be realistic to ourselves. So Labour Party, NNPP, they should come out, address the nation that they receive what happened to Tinubu, that they should call Tinubu, disqualify him. He's not worthy to contest in that election. So imagine if like all the whole party that is contesting the election in Nigeria come out to speak their value. I don't think any INEC will not put interest in this matter trying to find out the real truth. But if they just relax, nobody's going to talk about it. They are the people that need to move. Then others will follow. And PDP have lead in that. So I think other people should follow them. Labour should address people. Even tomorrow, they can call a press conference and also say the same thing. So I think that is a welcome idea. So for
Okay.
me, the whole thing APC is trying to do, the one they did, I condemn the attack on PDP in Jigawa, even the one in Kano. I condemn it and when it happens. So we have to call it out when we see things. So for me, they're not going to shine it. But one thing about obedient people is you're not going to make them to stop campaigning. So we are out for it.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Collins, for that wonderful analysis right there. You guys are too much. Trust me, every time I come here, I learn so much from you guys. From everything you say, I learn so much from you all. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us. The wonderful people on the comment, thank you guys so much for everything you do, for making the comment section very interactive and lively. And of course, the wonderful people viewing us from all over the globe. Thank you all so much. We really do appreciate you guys. I also want to say a big thank you to Bella Naomi for the super chat. Thank you so much, Bella, for always supporting Ninja Watch. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Now let's move straight to Mr. John. Mr. John, please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks again for letting me contribute. I don't know if I have too much to add. I mean, I think the question of whether or not there's violence in Nigeria, I think it's, or there are violent people on any of these sides. I don't, well, let me not, I don't want to make it controversial because then someone will say, how are these people being violent? But Nigeria is a very violent country from all ramifications in every possible way. I don't see how anyone could even, what I will use my time to do instead is just advocate for the normal person out there in Nigeria to be as prepared as possible for a variety of possibilities. I think that's very important because often what happens is that we have expectations and then there are realities, and that difference between expectation and reality is where surprises. So to be not caught off guard too much, I would really just advocate for the average person out there. The average Nigerian is very different from what's painted in Nollywood or painted on the internet. The average Nigerian out there doesn't really have much. So prepare yourself in terms of food supply and just have a plan for whatever could potentially happen in 2023. Thank you.
Oh wow, that was brief and very swift. Thank you very much, Mr. John, for always standing by your views. I know you have your own views as regards Nigeria politics and all of that, but thank you for always sticking to that, and also thank you for always, coming out here to lend your voice to what we do. Thank you very much. Let's move straight to the next person we have here. I can see Esosa right there. Thank you so much for joining. I welcome you to the broadcast today, guys. Please endeavor to like and share our broadcast if you are yet to do so. And like I've always said before, if it's your first time here, you like what you see, you enjoy the show, please endeavor to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we come on air like this. Thank you all so much to everyone who has super chatted us. Edo Light Watch, Amazing Grace USA, and of course Naomi Bella. Thank you guys. I really appreciate every one of you. God bless you. Now let's move straight to Mr. T. Mr. T, please, you have the floor. Thank you. Mr. T, are you there, please? Okay, Mr. T is not available. Let's move straight to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, are you there, please?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, Engineer Ken, please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear lovely sister. I love you.
Thank you, Engineer Ken. Please
You're
go ahead.
welcome. You're doing a very marvelous job. Thank you. Thank you for staying with us, and thank you for spending your time with us. It's very hard in our country to see a beautiful young lady like you should choose this path. A path of righteousness, a path of justice, a path of equal right, and a path of love, and a path of obedience, a path of hoping for a better tomorrow and a better Nigeria come 2023 by February. And that part, millions of ladies like you are going to get it, by God's grace. It will come to pass. I want to speak to the Igbos, mostly the ones in Lagos. They have become so weak for my liking. I'm telling you, I know why I'm saying it. The reason why is this. These are the Igbos that the ones I know back in the days, in the 80s, in the early 90s, like 1990, 91, before I left the country, they are not different from the ones that I'm seeing now. Where are the Amota boys from Onitsha, from Anambra? Where are they? Where are the Amota boys from Opiweka? Where are the Amota boys from Imo? Where are they? And the Igbos are more than Yorubas in Lagos. This Bola Ahmed Tinubu tout, they are very few, they are very little. You know, they have no mind. You know, I'm telling you, the Yorubas have no mind. I remember back in the days when I go to Lagos, when I live in Lagos, you know, I fought like 10 Yorubas by myself. You know, I know how many of them that I brought down. You know, these guys, man, they just make mouths. They are big mouths, and they make noise. I know they are hearing me right now. They make noise, and that's who they are. The Igbos have to stand up. They have to stand up, and they have to stand tall and fight. And fight. These guys are too little for them to shut them down. You know, the plans that these Fulanis, S-men and the Boko Haram S-men, and be supported by the talks of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the plans that they're going to do is to sabotage the Igbo's business in Lagos. You know, they're going to go to Alaba International. They're going to go to this commuter village, mostly at night, to put fire, to burn their business down. That's what they're going to do. You know, the Igbos have to wake up and protect their business and secure their business. You know, before you can able to secure your vote. You know, when I hear that thing that they go to the market to pick people PVC, why you guys are so afraid? You know, in that market there, they have more than 500,000 or 500 Igbo men and women trading. And about a few hands, about 50 to 100 young, daft, useless, many things will just come in with a cutlass or a few guns and machete to threaten you people. You know, these are way different from the real Igbos that I really know of. You know, because when I hear things like this, it makes me sick. You know, it makes me sick. You know, it makes me sick that it's so bad. You know, so the Igbos have to stand tall. If you guys have to come to Lagos, let Kennedy Chuku, let Yosha grow, let all of them bring out their serious bosses. You know, I remember way back in the late 80s when they were doing something like this in Kano, in Kaduna, when they were fighting the Igbos. You know, I remember that the Yosha grow, all of them, they took Amota boys. They took them all the way down to Kaduna, and they emptied all those outside, all those Fulanis. They were all gone. Like you know, they were all gone. You know, they finished them up. You know, the same Igbos are still alive. You guys are still alive. You guys have to stand. Nigeria is now or never. It is now or never. We either will take it now or we'll forget about it. And that is the fact. You know, my mission right now is not to paint everywhere white or roses. My mission right now is for we to take it by force. You know, the Bible says the king, right from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violence took it by force. So if Tinubu wants to go down in this way, 6 feet, you know, so be it. You know, they have more Igbos in Lagos that can withstand these guys. There are more Igbos in Lagos. Even those downfall drivers, majority of them are Igbos. The conductors, majority of them are Igbos. Even some of these scouts, majority of them are Igbos. You know, so Igbo leaders in Lagos State has to call their people to book. You supposed have to hold meeting and call them to book. For real, you guys have to hold meeting. Most of you are hearing Nigeria voice every day, and thank God that a lot of you are not tuning into this Nigeria watch voice. You know, please, you guys got to do the needful. We need you to play this part. Without you, this part will not work. You know, this part will not work. If Lagos has to be ruled out on that day, let it be ruled out on that day. You know, let it be ruled out on that day. If Lagos has to vote, it has to be free and fair election. If Tinubu bring war, give it to him times 10.
All right, thank you,
You know,
engineer.
that is just the way out. You know, one of every 2 Nigerians in Lagos has a weapon. Why are you afraid to use it? You know,
Okay.
if you don't have it right now, go ahead and start securing yourself, because that doom day is coming. And when that doom day comes, let's take them by the horn. Let's take that bull by the horn. Let's take that devil by the horn. Let's take that demon by the horn. Let's take them. Let's flush them. Let's deal with them. And let's take them to their 6 feet. And so be it. Thank you, Kachin, and thank you, Nigerian. And thank you, my co-panelists, for hearing my voice.
Thank you, Engineer Ken. But at this point, I don't think we should be pointing to one particular ethnic groups, because Lagos is consisted of a lot of, different tribal groups.
I disagree that with you. These guys are pinpointing Igbos.
Okay, I think you're free to.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu with the gangsterism, his gangster boys, they are pinpointing Igbos, and the Igbos have to stand up for their rights. They have to fight back. Tell me, in every market in Lagos, the businessmen and women there are 80% Igbos. Name one of them. Teddy Osho, Alabasin. Names. Let's start calling names. You know, all of them are all Igbos.
Okay, Engineer Ken, but I still think that Lagos consists of different ethnic groups. It's not just the Igbos or the Yorubas or the Hausas or the Calabars or the Edos. We have a lot of other tribes in Lagos who are also trading, who are also into buying and selling and all of that. So I really do not think we should be pointing fingers at the Igbos. What I'm saying is we should come together, the obedience, because at the end of the day, PeterObi is not the president of Igbo nation or the Igbos. He's going to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I think this fight is against the obedience, not just the Igbos. The fight should be against the obedience, for us to come together and speak in one voice. That is what I am saying. I'm not saying that I don't buy this by pointing fingers at, okay, just the Igbos should fight back, the Igbos should do this, the Igbos should do that. What I'm saying is it should be a collective effort between the obedient and those against the obedience. That is what I am saying, because Lagos is a very big place that has a lot of ethnic groups in Lagos, not just the Igbos, not just the Yorubas, like I stated earlier. But that being said, thank you, Engineer Ken, for airing your views. That is what we do here. We welcome different views on topics that we bring forward to this place. So it's totally okay for you to air your views. And I say thank you for doing just that. I appreciate you all. Please, obedience should come together and do this. Obedience should come together and do this. We saw the love in Port Harcourt. We saw the love in Lagos. We saw the love in Edo State. We saw the love in, different states, just name it. PeterObi is being loved by a lot of ethnic groups. So the fight should be between the obedient and these other people who are trying to sabotage the movement, which we are not going to allow. So guys, thank you all so much. Please like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. Please like and share the broadcast. Please like and share the broadcast. Very, very important, because people need to hear this broadcast and also come to this platform and see what we all are doing. Thank you once again, my people. Let's move straight to Mr. Machiavelli. Machiavelli, please, you have the floor to make your submission alongside with your closing remark. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my lovely sister. Thank you. Good evening to every one of you. Good evening to those in the panel, and good evening to the concerned citizens around the globe. Well, first of all, I'll start like this. Like I said, we're in a democratic system, they call. And let me go with the PDP suing the APC. You see, this is what I tell you, Nigerians. You are the one that is looking for the truth, not these people. Now, you got to look at it like this. You ask yourself, why is the PDP suing the APC? Because of what? You've heard an allegation.
That's number one. But Nigerians, open your eyes. The same PDP suing the APC, don't they have cockroach in their cupboard? The flag bearer, the wife and himself, are they clean from all the allegations they have? You see, now, the reason why you are seeing this thing happen now is because you, Nigerians, have not totally rejected what they put on the table, the norms they have always used, the indoctrinations. And this is what is playing part now. You need to be very, very careful. For me, PDP suing the APC, for me, is nothing to write home about because they are all birds of the same feather. They led us to what we have today. So you actually angry, the APC angry that the obedient are not getting a little bit aggressive. Well, don't be angry because you push them to the wall. Now, when they are fighting back to get back their democracy, they don't want anything from you. They don't want you. It's as simple as that. They just ask you to give them back their resources, their country, what they've labored for. They employ you. When I don't see who employ me, we employ you. Now you want to tell me, say, I don't fit get my work back. No, that is what they want from you. So you crying crocodile tears to do this is something you have sold. And these people now, they are telling you they don't want to hear it anytime. They don't want to hear anything from you. We just want to take our country back and manage the society the way we want to, who we want to, and also how our vote will become. It's as simple as that. We don't want you. I've always told you here that when injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty. The reason why you are seeing these big basketballs is because the Nigerian people have said, never again. So these people want to paint themselves blue, and the other one want to paint themselves as holy. But no one is holy. They are all birds of the same feather. Extorting the resources that these people, that the citizens have, planted by themselves. So it is enough, and it's enough. So the accusation that the APC are now trying to suffocate the Nigerian, I won't say it's the obedience, because what gave rise to this obedience, it is the injustice that have been moving around the land. The injustice of people who doesn't have fair trial. The injustice of those who have always asked for equal rights. The injustice that those who were killed just because of something they know they were doing to make sure that the country grow forward. And those who have just died for something they have no knowledge about. Killings everywhere, kidnapping everywhere. They are the ones that are concerned. That's why I call them the concerned citizens. So now, because they are now concerned, they are now trying to make sure that what they plant actually materialize. But it's not going to work. Because you will laugh. I told you here, this whole these basketballs you are hearing, una don't hear the one we will get for this place. When they call us Indomitian. Oh, you guys thought we were joking or something. I think maybe 10% of you guys here, we actually know when we started this thing. There was nothing like, everybody was still thinking it's going to be business as usual. When we started to say the system must change, we must change the narrative, the status quo, all these things you were saying were those things that actually was cultivated here. This is where it started. These dividends of democracy, it actually originated from this platform. That was years back. They said, go and sit down, because they believe that this is what the instrument they have in their arsenal will always work for them. But little did they know, like I always tell you, that the little boy with the funny name, who believed that that country has a place for him to, will be given a chance. Here we go. Because Obi came from nowhere. We didn't even knew Obi was going to come out. ask anybody here if I'm lying. It's on record. Go and check it. Far back. We didn't know. But we saw the future. We saw what was happening on ground. We saw what the polls was talking about. We saw the body language and what was coming out from the Nigerian political space. We knew there was something strong that was going to change, that is going to change the dynamics. These people, they were not seeing it. Because when you too push person, you don't do the suppress, and the day when the person go set blue, you yourself go shock. That is what is making them kind of walking like this. Everybody is like tired, obedient, this one. Because they thought, no mind those people. Did Obaseki not tell you that they will talk and they'll be tired? But they are surprised now, November. The lights never off. Now the lights, they catch fire. So even the same All Progressive Congress, their candidate said, tell them, is it not those people that are in their corner, typing, doing internet in one corner? They said they will be tired when the time comes. They even said before the election, all of the others are obedient, they will become poem. That is why I told you, we Nigerians will never relent again. That is why you are seeing all these things, my brothers and sisters. Don't let it shock you. Because what they feel was the right thing to do, they never knew that there's another plan. That is why they say, in Benin language, say, just as when they should plan, it is just plan. Just as the devil is planning, so also God is planning. They never knew. And most of them, they are sitting in their comfort zone abroad. Enjoy. I still keep on telling them that these dividends of democracy, they even gave it to me as a name, that I was a socialist, I was a this. You always talk about the dividends of democracy. And I say, yes, because that is what you are enjoying in another man's land. Did you work for it, sir or madam? They never answered that question. But they were here promoting what the government is doing to its citizens. That is the right thing. But here we are today. We Nigerians, they said to you that the All Progressive flag bearer, he was the one who built Lagos. But yet, you still have people roaming around the street behaving as if they are not educated. They are not even educated. Yet, they build Lagos. You guys are still running around and running after Molue. You build Lagos, Abi. You build Lagos, you does not understand, you don't understand the word democracy. That it has to be fair, equal but sooner. You don't understand. The same people who build Lagos are the same people who told you that they gave you the democracy. They give you an indoctrinated democracy where the people, the oligarchs, stay by the oligarchs. But you as the citizen, you went into the constitution and you are interpreting it to them. That the government they installed, the democracy they said they installed, was a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Which means you are the one telling the truth. You don't relent because there are other countries around you, the neighboring West African country, they are watching you. People are watching from Ghana. They are watching from Sierra Leone. They are watching from South Africa. They know what is going on. If Julius Malema can tell you that Nigerians, they don't take nonsense, it means that Julius Malema understand that Nigerians, when they say no, you know, go change them. So that is Juju, who was the person that was able to hold the South African Parliament to ransom, holding the ANC to ransom. The ANC is the majority in the South African Parliament. But when Juju speak, that's the person of Julius Malema, they fear him because it's a fearless person. He says the way it is, he tells you this is how it's supposed to be. You might call him arrogant, but what led to the arrogance is what they don't understand. Because of the injustice you have imputed into the land, you have peddled into the land, all because of your own selfish interest. And now the people want to fight back. So you shouldn't say they are angry. They are hungry for democracy. That is just the simple fact. So for all the obedience, don't give up. The only thing I tell you, get your PVC that day. On that day, stay with your PVC, vote and stay for your vote to be counted, because they have killed us enough. If they want to, if everybody wants to die, let them be ready. But democracy will prevail. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you all.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Machiavelli, for your wonderful submission right there. Please, I don't want this to be about tribe, because right now we're not just talking about tribe or religion or anything right here. Let's not forget that we have a lot of Yorubas also supporting Peter Obi. We have some Hausas also supporting Peter Obi, and we have people from different tribes also supporting Peter Obi who feel he is the right person for the job. So please, guys, let's come together and do what is needed from us. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has contributed so far. And I also want to say thank you to Mr. Desmond Wadike for the super chat. Thank you, Mr. Desmond. God bless you. I appreciate you. God bless you for always supporting Ninja Watch. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next person, guys, and that will be Mr. Chooks of the Boys. Good evening to you, Mr. Chooks. Please talk to us. Mr. Chooks, are you there, please? Okay.
Tell me what we're talking about because I came late.
Okay, this is actually the second round and also the round we're giving our closing remark. But the first one we talked about how Tinubu threatened to sue media houses over the drug news that has been going on the news for quite some time now. He actually threatened to sue the media houses. And also we're talking about the violence, because the Labour Party came out to see that the APC government, the APC has been attacking their rallies and all of that. PDP also hinted on the need to actually sue Tinubu, to court based on the drug news as well that has been going on. And they also claim that the APC has also been attacking them. They've been violent towards them.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Thank you, Mr. Chu.
This is good news. Good news for Mr. Tinubu to sue the media houses. I love that. I spoke about this in the morning, when we talk about the drug allegation and Tinubu saying those wishing him to resign, wishing in vain. I called out the media. What is the role of the media in the society? It's to educate the masses and to hold the government accountable. Are they doing that? The answer is no. So this is a welcome news. Let him sue their asses, because they should have done this job before now by going straight to get a lawyer, get those who knows how to do the business. This is billion naira worth of business. Go and get the news. Go and get it. You decide not to because you are part of the system. So if he's suing them, I'm very, very happy. It's a good news to every Nigerian. It's a good news. If they can start now fighting, that's the good news for Nigeria. So for that one, I don't have a pity for the media houses. It's either they do their job or their job does them. I don't have pity for them. Yeah, according to the second issue, they're violent. They say, I don't know, but this is everybody is have seen the handwriting on the wall before now. That is why they started with the accusations in the area stage. They know this is coming. They know this is coming. And who are propagating those things? The same media. We've been discussing. This is exactly what happened in NSAS. Because somebody failed to do their job. This is the what the Nigerian media. This is their handwork. That's why they started early accusing the obedience. They all planted themselves everywhere. Have we forgotten Ren or Mokri? He's been singing it. Have we forgotten the editor who put obituary? Have we forgotten that? We cannot pretend we don't know where the violence is coming from. The violence is actually propagated by the media. In my own thinking, because when these people are saying this, who gets the blame? What about the town hall team? Have we forgotten? These are signals, and we knew about it. We talked about it here. So if we're talking about taking the law into their hands, I don't support that. But that does not mean that I can't defend myself. I will defend myself, but I'm not advocating anybody for any revenge. But when you are attacked, you got to defend yourself instantly. I'm not advocating anybody to maybe after incident you start going for reprisals. No. All we say is, you're going to be attacked. Be ready to defend yourself. So there's nothing like ethnicity here. Obi is not an Igbo president. He says so by himself. He's a Nigerian president. And his supporters come across Nigeria. Even the Fulanis, I've watched videos when the Fulanis are singing his names. All these troublemakers, they come from all walks of life, not from one particular region only. So there's nothing to do with tribe there. It is the obedience against the evil ones. It's as simple as that. And the earlier the better for us. Because if we keep sitting back and complaining after, they will take us for granted. And that is what they are pushing for. And that is why they planted both the media and everybody. First to use media to soften us. And when we refuse, they come with force. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks, for your wonderful analysis right there. Like you said, PeterObi is not running to be president of Igbo, right? He's running to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So with the obedience, we have to come together and speak in one voice. Get our PVCs, make sure we vote on that day, protect our votes, make sure our vote counts. That is the only way victory is assured. Like I always keep saying, God will not come down and do for us that which He has given us the power to do for ourselves. It's okay to talk, it's okay to rant, it's okay to pour out your emotions out there. It's okay to do all of these things, but at the end of the day, the only way victory is sure is if we come out in multitude on that day to vote and protect our vote, make sure our vote counts. That is the only way victory is sure. So please, guys, I know so when they try, but make una continue to talk to una people back home to make sure they go get their PVCs, especially those who haven't gotten theirs. Make them go collect their PVC so they will feel come out, vote on that said day. Thank you once again, people. Thank you for doing this with us. Please endeavor to like and share this broadcast if you were yet to do so. A big thank you to everyone who has contributed, the viewers, the panelists, and of course the wonderful people on the comment section. A big thank you to everyone who super chatted us so far. Edo Lightwatch, Amazing Grace USA, Bella Naomi, and of course Desmond Wadike. Please, guys, do not forget to support us by using the dollar sign to the right on the comment section to support what we do here. Like I've said before, time, resources, financial responsibilities goes into making this a reality every blessed day. So don't hesitate to support us if the spirit leads. Thank you once again, people. God bless every one of you. Okay, let's move straight to Brian Nice. Brian Nice, please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Ima. Thanks for this thing, for the broadcast. Yeah. You see all this soft talk. All this soft
Brana,
talk.
it's catchy. It's not Miss Ima. It's catchy.
Oh, yeah, Miss Kachi. Yeah. Yeah. You see all these soft talks is not going to help obedience. I said this here before. The way obedience is quiet as PeterObi is not going to work in Nigeria politics. Let me tell you, you see this APC talk and PDP talks that is going after PeterObi obedient to attack them. If obedient don't respond to these people brutally, these people will not avoid obedience. I'm telling you, Nigeria is a violent country. And you need to reply them with violence. That's the only way these people will avoid you. Obedience should start organizing themselves, waiting for this election that is coming. Because the APC and PDP, they are going to release their talks outside. And they should be ready and to make sure they defend themselves. The day they are going to vote as well, they have to go in group, all obedient. Because now babu, a big babu chop small babu. That is how Nigeria runs. That is how it works. You see all this suit where obedient and PeterObi wear, so it not go work at all for Nigeria. Because now he make the rest of them take advantage of this obedience. Where we say the rest of them feel they come out, all people like them they get mad because they ask PeterObi wrong questions, also pick all kind of useless questions. Because they see that the man is very calm, is very cheap to talk to anyhow. Look at me, they use this opportunity now till they tell them. You see all this approach, what would they use so? It not go work for Nigeria. Before they go finish with all this kind softness where they do this will be, they go ring down for their eye. It go be like film for everybody eye. If PeterObi no wear, if PeterObi and his supporter no wear the uniform of lion, brother, this election, they go ring down for our hand and nothing go happen. Anytime where they go for any campaign, they need to organize themselves. Any talk will come close to them. They need to brutalize those talk and disarm them. That is what is going to happen. If they're not doing like that, maybe say many of those talk where they unleash on them, maybe they carry injury, go meet the people who send them. They not go understand, say this movement brutal. You see PeterObi movement brutal, but the uniform of this suit where they wear so, it not the work. I don't watch him. Not be Nigeria there. This calmness go work. PeterObi movement need to pull off all these their suit where they wear. Make them wear military uniform. Because all this APC and PDP, the only language where they wear now, the way that they understand now, language of violence. If PDP, this PeterObi not brutalize their talks for them, they're not going to leave the Labour Party alone. I'm telling you guys. All those things, it did my mind to say since then. But when they always talk like this, oh, is it democracy? We need to just change it with bylaw boss, no violence. All those things, it not go work for Nigeria. I don't tell you now. It be like say Nigeria watch now. It just see wake up, see what's in my mind. That make me they talk this thing so. All those preaching when they preach peace, it not they work for where PDP and APC they. If PeterObi not activate and his supporters, may they activate violence, may they start to they brutalize all those their this thing, we're not going to win this election. Thank you so very much.
Oh, bro, nice. You don't go fit kill me. He talk all this. I want talk all the talk. You don't go.
Miss Kashi.
Yes, Engineer Ken.
Yeah, please just give me 1 second. Very nice.
Very nice can hear you. Please, Engineer Ken, go ahead.
Very nice. Why are you now speaking like me? You know, when they talk like this back in the days, you would tell me, say, oh, Engineer Ken is too violent. We don't want to do it violent. We have to be this, we have to be that. Why are you now speaking my language? But nice, I'm going to call Anthony. I'm going to put a lawsuit on you for speaking my language, but nice. We're going to see in court.
Okay.
Engineer Ken, calm down. No worry. Everything go good.
Thank you. Today now, sue everybody. They sue everybody. Mona take easy, beg. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for making the panelists lively, and also for your wonderful submissions so far, everybody. I understand that the situation is actually frustrating, so I totally do understand our worries, our pains, and I wish there was a better way to sort out this whole thing other than violence. To be honest, violence no they pay. It only turns out to destroy things, probably lives lost and all of that. Violence should be the last resort. In fact, should not even be an option.
This one where they talk, if you say violence no they pay, now who they alive go vote? Who they don't kill not go vote? I just want to let you understand that. They should protect themselves. Anybody will come attack them, make them disarm all of them, brutalize them, make they carry injury, go meet who send them. They go give them chance. I tell you.
Thank you, Brian. Nice. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to Mr. Clifford Modia for the super chat today. Thank you so much, Mr. Clifford. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. We appreciate your love and support. Thank you, Brian. Nice. I know say with a para right now, because when they push person reach wall. If you don't push person reach wall, you don't get where to go again, go bounce back. So I totally do understand, your worries and everything where they happen. The situation just very painful. Say this thing does go on and nothing is being done about it. So I totally do understand. On that note, we're just going to quickly go straight to the next person here. Please, as you're giving your submission, also add your closing remark to it. Thank you, guys. Let's move straight to Gingerbread Man. Gingerbread Man, please, you have the floor. Okay, I guess Gingerbread Man is not available right now. We're just going to go straight to the next person. Mr. T was supposed to make his comment, but I think we lost Mr. T, and we're going to go straight to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, please, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kachi. It's like Baranese is used to Ima. He's used to her program.
You don't abandon me now. Now only money showing they go. They come here again.
Is always conspicuous in her programs, which is very good. I hope you don't call your family members Ima, or your workers. Because you said Ima like 3 times. I was just laughing here. Anyways, it happens. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you, Ms. Kachi, and the technical crew, Mommy Diaspora, everybody. Najawash family, fellow panelists, and those on the comment section. I salute you for your tenacity and for your dexterity. I want to thank you all for your, the consistency we have demonstrated. When Najawash said it a few months ago that he was going to carry on until the day of election, I thought he was joking, but like a joke, we are almost there. So, Nigeria Watch, thank you. It's not easy. First of all, I want to start with Ahmed Bola Tinubu suing the media houses. Come on now, criminals are always very quick to call the police if you are not aware. Sometimes it's a mind game. Remember, he has a team of criminals like lawyers, doctors, professors, people like a useless son, Professor Keamu and their likes. So they are the ones playing these mind games. They will not sue anybody. If you can remember, Ahmed Bola Tinubu promised after the NSAS killings that they were going to get to the bottom of this matter. If to ascertain if people were killed. Up till now, we didn't hear anything. Later, they wanted to pay compensation. Up till now, we didn't hear anything. Ahmed Bola Tinubu promised. The same Ahmed Bola Tinubu promised to bring his results during the screening, his papers. He said in a month's time. A month later, even a lady had to call University of Chicago that he claimed he attended. And they declined, and they said no, nothing like that. And Ahmed Bola Tinubu later came out to say it's like the result has been burnt. This guy is a criminal. He was not suing nobody. Of course, I already heard that he released about 80 billion naira those days. I don't know how true. To the media, social media, and to everywhere around the country to counter PeterObi's movement. So they are doing everything they can do. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for me, should be behind bars by now. It should be behind bars for even having allegations at all confirmed by America, whether it was a plea bargain, whether he forfeited, but so long there is a dent in his name, he ought not to be in the presidential race. So the most hallowed seats, the most. Hello, who is that? It's disturbing. Can you mute yourself, please?
Okay.
Somebody is talking.
Mr. Alex, please go ahead.
Yes. So Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for me, is a criminal. If you watch, I told you here yesterday, about 2 months ago, a lot of drugs worth over 197 billion naira was discovered at Ikorodu in a building. Till today, NDLA swept it under the carpet. Who have the kind of power to put such a stunt? If not Ahmed Bola Tinubu, allegedly. Another one was discovered at Lekki, worth about 100 and something million naira. And Chamadon. Nobody knows how the cases go. They don't get to the root of it. So this guy has always been in drugs dealing. Just that he has not been caught because he became so powerful. As he became a governor, he spread his tentacles. In fact, a lot of his clients and a lot of his connections are in America, they're in Brazil, they're in Cuba, they're in everywhere. So, and he has raised a lot of boys. Some of them did not go into politics. Some of them are on the social media displaying their wealth. They call themselves a lot of names. You people know them. So we have traces of these things. Oh, this guy is a criminal. He's a drug lord. He's a drug baron. For him to forfeit money at all, even if it's $5,000. Come on, he has been doing it. And I even heard there are cases that were even wiped out of the system, like that didn't get to the police. So the point is this guy can never be president. I don't care the arrangement he has with the Fulani killer machine in Abuja. He's not fit to be a president. God forbid, as I said yesterday. I want to speak to the Igbos in Lagos. Do not be afraid. Yes, because I know I'm hearing a lot of oppressive activities are going. We know Lagos is everybody's place. We even have other people from other countries in Lagos. But when something is coming to kill you, you protect yourself. If possible, you kill that thing. It's called self-defense. So when a set of people are coming to target a set of people in a place, this set of people in that place should rise up to the occasion and protect themselves. You can't be waiting for media. You can't be waiting for authority every time. You protect yourself. If authority comes, you say the story. That's how it ought to be. So yeah, we've always known that this election is not going to be easy. Now they are being defeated on the media. They are being defeated on ground. They are being defeated credential-wise. They know there is no hope left in them, apart from going to rig the election by violence. Nigerians are already waiting for them. Forget about the so-called display of weakness you are seeing from the OB or the Obi Dirty movement. No, they are not weak. When Obedient started doing their own, about 3 weeks ago, people came out and said they are too violent. Ruben Abati, they are too violent. They are too violent. They are too abusive. They are too aggressive. They go physical on you. Everybody was crying. People were shouting. Obi movement came down now to be loyal, to be political. They are still talking that Obi movement is too weak. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. So where do we not start now? So we all know that it's a no-nonsense election. If you are looking for violence, wait for next year election. You will know that Deborah did not die in vain. You will know that Lekki Tollgate did not die. Those people who were killed by Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his government, allegedly, did not die in vain. You will know that people died also in Benin. People died in Port Harcourt. And those things are still fresh in our minds. If we are still talking about the Biafran Civil War, if we are still discussing the activities that led to the Civil War that Odumengo Ojukwu declared a Biafra Republic in 1967, what do you think we are thinking about last 2 years at Lekki Tollgate? Are you kidding me? If we are still discussing Biafra Civil War, that millions of lives were lost because of this same bunch of animals in power who does not know the meaning of governance. We don't want to know. We don't want to see anything. We just want to vote and sit down there and defend our vote. We did it in Benin. We did it against the likes of Tinubu, Adamso Shomole, and the late Captain Osa. We will do it again this time. This time is our life that is at stake. It's our future that is at stake. We are not calm. Obedient movement is not a calm movement. We have a bunch of frustrated citizens, cheated citizens, who don't even see life as anything anymore. We have a bunch of drowning citizens who will rather die with you than wait for you to rig that election. It's not a matter of being violent. It's just a matter of waking up to responsibility. If you look at what the youth did without a leader during the NSAS protests, you will have a clue that what is coming for these wicked men and women is different. Let me tell you, a lot of uniformed men and women are crying inside. They are not well paid. Some of them are not even paid in months and weeks. Citizens are the one feeding them. They will join this movement. They've already joined the movement. We have them in the police. We have them everywhere. Nobody that does not like good things. So if the wicked leaders are hoping that police and mobile and the DSS will be at their beck and call, it's not true. It's not true. Because the youth, the 55 million youth, outweigh these people. How many bullets can you shoot? This NSAS taught us a lesson. It taught us a big lesson. And we are coming for them. Not with national anthem, with PVC, and with something else. I leave that for you to figure out. Because we don't have any other country we call our own. We have no place, east or west. Home is best. So this election is not an election where you just vote and go and wait for the result. No. Call the result, transmit this result as we are here. Let us know it has gone to Abuja. Then we will also have a copy of it in our phones before we go home. That's how it's going to be in the whole country. So it's an election of now or never. Something is coming. If they forcefully want to rig it, kiss Nigeria goodbye. That means the much awaited, the much predicted second civil war that will burn this country to pieces is already being mobilized. I'm sorry, it's not what you want to hear. It's not what we like to hear. It's not preaching violence. The country is already in violence. How do you explain 6 million killers on our express road by this federal government? There is no arrest. And they are killing people. Is that not violence? 80% of the military might of this country are in the southeast, killing innocent people in the name of on-gun no men or no-gun men, or Ibeboagu or whatever they call them. A lot of them are in the south, and southwest. Is that not violence? Every day you wake up to one killing, one kidnapping activity or the other. Is that not violence? So when a citizen now does its own, you now call it violence? Hell no. So something is coming for them, and we will start with their houses, with public properties. We are not fighting ourselves. It's time to redeem the country. Unfortunately, many people may go, no problem. But we will fight for our country next year with our PVCs first, then, if need be, with violence. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex, for your wonderful submission right there. Big thank you to everyone who has contributed so far. I appreciate you guys for always taking time out to do this for us and with us. We appreciate you all. May God bless every one of you. And like I always say, may our effort never be in vain. I come on cap from now, coming out here every day, not easy at all. But you guys are still doing this. This is just to show that you people are passionate about wanting to see Nigeria work again. So I really truly salute for every single one of you. Thank you all so much for coming out to do this. I can see Collins right there on the comments. Welcome to the broadcast. Nigeria is also right here. Thank you, Esosa. I see you all. Thank you so much. I welcome you all to today's broadcast. Now, God now will continue to bless every one of us. Let's move straight to the next person we have here, and that will be Prince Adewale. Prince Adewale, please, you have 3 minutes to make your submission. Thank you.
Kachi, sorry, did you call me and I did not
Yes, I
respond?
called you before. You were not available.
It's not.
Left
It's
and you
just
came back.
as you just called my name, there my network just messed up. But I'm back.
That's
If you
fine.
let me speak after the next person, that'll be nice. Thank you.
That's fine. Prince Adewale, please.
Yeah, good evening, Ms. Kashi.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, everybody. Yeah, good evening. My own take on this issue.
Can you please reduce the sound of your phone or something? Something was just making a very loud sound on your background right now. So please
Yeah,
reduce
I take it
it.
off. Yeah, I was having the call, so I take it off. Okay, yeah, my own take on this is that I heard when my brother Edina came, yeah, he speak my mind. He's very good, on point. And Mr. Alex, that is my guy too, on fire all the time. So why I just decide to come to this program, just to this to express myself, is just like I remember yesterday Alex was saying something clearing the head that our Igbo brothers need to come together to to unite as one so that they will help the Obi movement and the rest so that the Igbo people they refuse to unite somehow. Alex said the truth yesterday, so I believe some of our Igbo brothers, as he said that he didn't put it in the right way. My own take on this issue, the real truth is that they said the truth is bitter. All the people in the south, in the west, in the north, they are ready to move Nigeria forward, to make Nigeria one, and all of them, they are ready. Everybody is ready. That is the real truth. But we have the bags eggs in our midst. So let me go for this Tinubu office something. We know this is a deadly criminal we have as a leader. He's not a leader, So he said he want to become a leader, want to force us so that he become the leader. So I don't really know whether it's Nigeria there is going to lead. I don't really know. So his own people, they don't want him. So that is it. Even the Agberus is the one that said they want him. He's not the the Yorubas or whoever it is. They said they need to know. So I believe he waste all his money. But one thing I want to assure Tinubu, there's nothing lasts forever. He is a father is supposed to sit down and begin to watch how Nigeria will move forward and tell the children, this is the way you guys need to play. He already made the wrong step. He already wronged the Nigerians, even the Lagosians. He has did a lot of bad things in that state. So I don't know. There's no Lagosian in that Lagos support Tinubu to become a president. No, everybody know that. If like somebody that Tinubu want to become a president in that Nigeria, then he's entitled to sell the Lagos state and even sell the Nigeria, put the money into his pocket because he want to die with the money. So the real truth is that our brothers in the Lagos there, our Igbo brothers, so they need to protect themselves. They don't need to be silent. Most of the investments in Lagos are owned by Igbo's people. When you want to house, who pay the bills, the light bills? Most things in Lagos over there, at least about 80% of the Igbos, they are the one that developed that Lagos state. When you want to talk about these taxi driver, conductors, or whatever it is, Keke Napep, go to Nigeria yourself, you see things yourself. Is the Igbos, our Igbos brothers are there. Are you going to go talk about the thinker, the people? They are all there. So my own take on this, let our brother in the Lagos state over there, let them take their stand. Let them come together as one. They should not think about the mansion they have in Lagos over there. Because when they are thinking about the mansion and the money they have over in Lagos over there, that they don't want to take their stand, they will lose all overnight. All these admins, all these front boys, they will take on them. They will not expect it. The day will going to happen. So what they need to do, they need to protect themselves right now. Anything can happen. They cannot come to their store to come and be, to come and be making problem with them or chasing them, and they will run away. No, let them come together and fight that fight. They will not depend on these all these evil medias. Because all of them, all these medias, they are working for this Tinubu, they are afraid. But if they see something about Obi, they will try to, if they see one of 10 concerning Obi, you see how the media will wake up and say, this is what Obi did, this is what he did. So how they need to arrest him. But if this kind of a drug case connected with Tinubu is Obi, hey, just forget about the election. The INEC will just come that the Obi is disqualified. So because of the case he had in America, this drug case he have in America and what's so called, you will see then they will just shut our obedience. But because it's Tinubu, I don't really know that is it Tinubu or Nigeria or not. So what we are left to say is that if there is no obedience, there is no Nigeria. If there is no obedience, there is no Nigeria. They are not these folks supposed to know that Obi came in the space of, you don't want to make Nigeria be divided. You want to bring Nigeria to be one. Because Nigeria already divided. If somebody like Tinubu now, they ring the election that he came to this power, my sister, my brothers, there is no way Nigeria will become one. It's impossible. And if somebody like Tiku that came from is a Cameroon, that the Yoruba people said that is a Cameroonian, then he want to rule Nigeria, I'm sorry, there's no way it will happen. So they are going to divide Nigeria. So what we need to do, my brother and sister, let the Igbo brothers in Lagos or in the East, let them come together and embrace PeterObi for now. Because if the rest of the rest of us now knew that our Igbo brothers, they are not supporting their own, tell me who is going to support him? So let all these the headers in the East, in every part of the state, let them come together and embrace this man. And let's fight for unity. If not, we are just saying, but let them go and take their PVC. My brother, my sister, INEC is going to help all these bad leaders to win this election. So let everybody come together at once. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prince Adewale. Thanks for your submission there. I appreciate you for coming to the panel to give your submission as to what we are talking about today. Thank you, every one of you. God bless you all for taking time out to do this with us. Thanks to everyone who has super chatted us, the viewers, the commenters, the panelists. God bless you all. Let's move straight to Chimaobi. Mr. Chimaobi, please, you have 3 minutes.
How
Thank
about
you.
Kachi? Kachi, you keep skipping me
Thank
now.
you
It's
so
not
much.
nice.
I'm not skipping you. I'm just calling it according to how it is on my screen. But
You say,
Gingerbread Man,
you say you
you're
called
up
me, but
next.
my network
Gingerbread
was
Man,
bad.
please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very
3
much.
minutes,
Thank you very.
please. 3 minutes.
Yes. I'll try to keep to my time. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
Yes. So, Atiku, or rather PDP, trying to sue Tinubu because of the drug case is a welcome development. I am in support of that. And if it's possible, there should also be an additional counter sue from other remaining 17 or 16 political parties to strengthen the case of that complaint. However, I need the principles of Labour Party as well as the principles of PDP and other political parties to go ahead and sue Professor Mahmood Yakub, who is currently the INEC chairman, for a treasonable felony, because right now the institution that governs the political system of Nigeria, which is INEC, is now a threat to our sovereignty and our democracy. Why do I say that? And this needs to be cited. Don't quote me because I'm not very sure. I think it is section 135 of the Nigerian Constitution. Talks about, the grounds in which somebody that is running for the office of the presidency should be disqualified. And by all legal interpretation, Tinubu fits that description and he needs to be disqualified. So failure for INEC that is being led by Professor Yakub Mahmood to disqualify Tinubu, who is currently, having a criminal record that has to do with drug trafficking, narcotics, money laundering, tax evasion. Failure to disqualify him and allow him to run for the highest seat of the president of Nigeria is a threat to our sovereignty, a threat to our democracy, and Professor Yakub Mahmood is an accomplice to, a treasonable felony for being a threat to our democracy. So he needs to be sued, not only sued in the Nigerian court. Leaders of Labour Party and the other political party, if you can hear my voice, a petition needs to be filed to put a restriction on his international passports at the US Embassy, the UK Embassy, and all international embassies as someone who is a threat to the democracy of Nigeria and to the sovereignty of our nation. That needs to be done with immediate alacrity. Let us take this case to the full scope of legal battle, because INEC, I stand to be corrected, is an accomplice. As someone pointed out, if this drug case were to be someone like PeterObi or even Showore, I would have not been anywhere close to being on this race. So INEC is supposed to be bipartisan, but I stand to be corrected. INEC is highly partisan, and it should not be. So the take on Professor Yakub Mahmood, because if I say take on the whole of INEC, it will be too broad. But take on the specific, the head, take on him. Let the fire come on top of his head, on top of his buttocks, on top of his anus, so that he can know that Nigerians are tired of being slaves. That's number one. Number two, I want to follow the line of I think it's Two Niger and is it Mr. Alex or one of our brother that made a suggestion about the violence that is going on. You see, the doctrine of clean hands says one who comes into equity must come with clean hands. And if you must interpret this and relate it to the current situation of Nigeria, obedience, the Bible says we must take it by force, by violence. If they bring violence, give them violence back.
Okay.
Let me land, Kachi, please.
Please, we still have like some more
yes,
people.
just 1 minute. 1 minute.
Please round
Yes,
up. Thank
by
you.
the power of Gandu Gagandusa Abito Sheka, you understand? give them fire for fire. If they attack you, make sure that you bring out their heart and their intestine and give it to them. Because let me tell you, if you want to do this thing by gentleman, they will finish you. You cannot say we don't want violence, and somebody is putting a knife in your neck and you be saying that, please, I'm a gentleman. No! If they bring violence, give them bumper to bumper, fire for fire. That is the language they will understand. Thank you.
Thank you, Gingerbread Man. Thanks to everyone who has contributed. Seems like this violence thing today is on a whole new level. I really wish this whole thing can be sorted out amicably. I really wish on the day of election things will go on very smoothly. Because with the way things they go like this, it be like I said, the consequences if they try to rig this election, it not go easy at all. Oh. It not go easy. Well, like Brian I suggested earlier, when you're going to vote, go in groups. Don't just work there alone. Make sure you go in groups. Thank you once again, people. I appreciate you all. Please endeavor to keep speaking to your people to go get their PVCs if they are yet to do so. Thank you, guys. Let's move straight to Mr. Chimobi. Chimobi, please, you have the floor for the next 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kachi. And thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. Thank you, my fellow platform. Thank you, people on the comment section. And thank all Nigerians for this opportunity to be on this program. I have been listening and I have been following this program even after online. Even after live show. So, and somebody here advocated that Nigerians should make sure that they stock their house with food at least comes 2023, because we never know what will happen. And I encourage that. Wherever you can do, stock your house, because it is no longer a joke in our country. I have no much thing to say. But what brought me here today is that I was really waiting to see two Niger here, because earlier in the day, we were having a chat with Emma, and there's a statement that two Niger made. That's the reason why I came in here and I was listening, and I was really waiting to see him. So, but I will remind Nigerians where we are. Where we are today in our country is unbearable. People are dying on a daily basis due to hunger. At least more than 20% of people living in Nigeria are dying every day in hunger. And I will remind every Nigerian in diaspora, the resident permit or the citizenship you have is just a privilege. It can take it out from you at any point in time that they are no longer comfortable with you. Get it in your mind. Wherever you are, wherever you think you are, it can take it away from you at any dying minute. You may not expect it, but it will happen. So I want to remind Nigerians where we are. We are in a country whereby we have a president who is a Muslim. We have an INEC president who is a Muslim, who is from the north, not even a Muslim, who is from the north. We have chief of army staff, the same place, air staff, the same place, custom, the same place. Every strategic post office in Nigeria is being headed by one section of the country. That is where we are. The same thing in their political parties is being headed in one section of the country. So when the decision is being made or being taken, who are the people that are taking decision of about more than 200 million Nigerians? The same section of the country are the same people sitting in Asrock or elsewhere and take a decision about our destiny, about our life. That is the country we are. So looking at the way things are going, who is going to sue INEC? Remember, the day they appointed the new Justice of Nigeria, what did that man say? The man said the political and the ruling party should allow the judicial to do their work. To do their work. So, if you are suing INEC, if you are suing Mahmoud, who will be there to represent that case? Is the same people. Is the president and the presidency not hearing that we are being attacked on a daily basis? Is the presidency not hearing that campaign, that his party is not giving other parties a venue to campaign? Are they not hearing that? Is this current administration not know that somebody is being killed and being demanding money to bury a dead body? They hear all this. So when we are talking about Nigerians, everybody should know that it's not going to be easy. It is not. It's not going to be easy. And that is why we have to be prepared, totally prepared. As somebody said here, Mr. Chu said here, it's now or never. It's 2023 or never. Either we get it or else everybody gonna depart. Either violent or non-violent. Nigerians, we need to get it right from 2023. So wherever you are, if you think that you are comfortable in another man's land, one day, as Dubai is doing it right now against Nigerians, Europe, Americans will do the same thing because you have abandoned your land and you moved to their country and commit nuisance in their country. It is highly time everybody to advocate and fight for the future of Nigeria, because the citizenship you are enjoying is just a privilege. It will be taken out when you least expect it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tinubu, for reminding us the need why we all have to speak in one voice. Divided we fall, and together we stand. So we have to make sure that we speak in one voice, especially come 2023 general election. I, for one, have never been this excited about an election in my entire life. This is the first one I am so looking forward to. I pray that the Almighty will keep us safe and alive up until that day. And I believe if we do it right, we will come out victorious. So please get your PVCs, come out and vote and protect your vote. Thank you once again, people, for doing this with us. God bless every one of you. And the last person here for tonight will be Mr. Peter Lucky, before we give it to Alex 2 minutes to make his closing remark. Mr. Peter Lucky, please, you have the floor. Thank you. Mr. Peter, can you unmute your mic, please?
Okay, Kachi, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Submission.
Yeah, God bless you. Okay, I appreciate what people are doing, and thank God for this technology in teleconferencing. The Lord will bless you for dissemination of things like this. I'm really happy. I will start like this. I read something before. One of the Bush, either George Bush Senior or Junior, I even put this on the Facebook today. While he was about that 4 years or less, he followed the parents to church. While they were giving, I'm supposed to call offering, he dipped his hand in the the till, and removed money. The parents saw him and said, drop it. He was thinking that people queuing were just dropping money, or knowing that, picking money, or knowing that they are dropping. Why this story? Do you know when Bush was contesting for presidency as a man in his 50s or 60s? That issue record, some said he has a sickness, that if they make him the president, he will dupe the country. Now the issue is how do you reconcile it? A man was accused of drug offense and money laundering. And some sections of persons, by virtue of whatever they want to gain, have the gut to say that it was a long time. Do you hear what I'm saying? That matter has been a long time. A grown man, was into drug and money laundering, and you are trying to cover it, and this same person wants to be the president? No, it is not possible. Now, look at the issue of a trailer load of currency. We all saw it. Thank God for media. Up till now, the government has not been able, the institution of, the security, lorry. It's shameful for Nigeria. They are Israelis or those that crucified Jesus Christ. Pilate said, who do you want? Should I release Jesus Christ for you or the thief? They say, no, crucify Jesus, release the thief. That is the case of Obi and others. So when in the religious form we see things that were not biased. But if Nigeria misses this chance of letting PeterObi, only God will deliver us. That is all I have to say, my sister. God will bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter. Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Thank you so much for your wonderful submission. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you that has contributed today. God bless you guys. I thought Mr. Peter was going to be the last person to speak, but Mr. Tunanja just joined us right now. I believe he wants to address something. Mr. Tunanja, please, you have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Kashi, and greetings to everyone on the panel, chat, and the viewers. I'm not sure what the second to last previous gentleman was referring to that I said, and that he appears to be laying threats openly in public. And we have to ask ourselves why people feel like they can do that and expect to get away with it. For what purpose? And what do they serve? Because he's making threats based on things like powers that he has. And if people that have powers in the Western societies are coming here to make threats, then we have to find out what he serves. Because this is why Nigerians have to be careful who they listen to. Anybody that tells you to rip yourself apart, be careful. Because we've done it before, it didn't get us anywhere, and we are still trying to recover from it till today. And what I say is that for me, I'm on the side of the people all the time. PeterObi is on the side of the people right now. Most people prefer him. Anybody that I ask in Nigeria that is fair-minded will choose PeterObi. Hence, I'll be on the side of PeterObi too. But make no mistake, PeterObi needs the people too. When I say the people are the leaders too. If PeterObi gets there, the people are not there, forget it. All the stuff you're asking for is not going to be there. And all the people that are listening to this, if you think that you want Nigeria to change, you too should be getting involved. I've heard Natasha this weekend, I said it earlier on. She talked about when she was talking about the Ajaokuta Steel complex issues, the DSS called her in and threatened her and talked about how others have died because of these things. And they even advised her to get into politics because they understand that this is the only way you can change it. Talking from the sideline is just going to endanger you. If DSS is advising her to do that, it tells you have to take reins. I've seen places where people protest all the time. Then the only way you make a change is when those protesters become the leaders. And you have to be prepared. Leadership is not easy. Most of these people that just think leadership is about money, that is why they go there and fail. No, leadership is about just singing kumbaya. No, it's not easy. That's what that lady revealed. And this is just the truth. I already knew that already anyway. But if the lady came out openly and tell you that even her life was forfeit, it tells you what it takes to be a leader in this country and actually tell the truth. If you want to make a change, be prepared for the sacrifice. If you are not prepared, don't waste Nigerian people's time. Don't go there. Don't pretend as if you can do the job when you cannot do the job. Politics is one of the hardest jobs to do, and people have to start realizing it because you are trying to lead your people out of a very, very bad situation, and it's not going to be easy. And people that are not ready for it should stop making all kinds of noise, because personally, I feel like PeterObi is going to need all that if he's going to be able to achieve anything. That people have to be ready, and all the ones that are talking right now, they should be ready to go there and support him when he gets into the office. Run for office if you have to. Senators have powers. I didn't even know some of the powers senators have. They are the ones that hold government accountable. Everything they are doing, they are the ones that are supposed to do those things. And that lady made so many things clear about the powers these positions have. And these senators come from different states. I just say that we shouldn't be sitting on the sideline complaining. We should start taking charge. Many people that are here, they are very well spoken. They have to literally restrict them to 3 minutes. Otherwise, they will talk for 30 minutes. What are you doing there? Go and run for office. Change the country that you want to change. But you have to remember, you are running for a country, not only for your own side of the country. It's for a country, and you want to do it for everybody. Because if you try to run for your side of the country, that's what got us here in the first place.
Tunaja, are you going back to run anytime soon?
If I get the chance, I will. I will do more than that.
I will support you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Tunaja, for that wonderful submission of yours. I appreciate you guys. Trust me. Thank you so much. Mr. Alex, please. You need 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes.
It is only in Nigeria that leadership is like a rocket science. Yet we visit a lot of beautiful countries and we see the lovely things their leaders are doing for them. And the citizens are complying with them. It's only in Nigeria people threatening fellow citizens for trying to stand up to speak truth to power. Everybody cannot be in politics. Some of us are concerned citizens. It's only in Nigeria people who are connected to those in power, whether by hook or by crook, they use their systematic rhetorics to tell you Nigerian politics is difficult. It's only in Nigeria people will see black and call it white. Yes, I have no problem with going to Nigerian politics, but the point is this. We must tell ourselves the truth. I remember Ojukwu's speech in 1967. He spoke for 6 hours declaring the Republic of Biafra. What was he talking about? He just need to have his own people living a better life, having electricity, having security, having democracy, having education, having water to drink, having jobs opportunities. Are these things difficult? Is Malaysia not doing it? Is South Africa not doing it for themselves? Don't they have leaders there? So, as far as I'm concerned, we have a group of wicked, devilish, occultic men, and we must say it the way it is. Drug bearers who turn themselves to leaders. Everybody can't be in government house. Abroad, people protest. Abroad, people make suggestions. So stop oppressing people for expressing themselves. Stop bullying them on this space. Let them express themselves. If we all are in government house, it will not contain us. Why did we go to school? Is politics the only thing in life? If you're not comfortable with people's comments, don't come here, man. You are not the only one here. We are talking for the future of our children. We have leaders, we gave our vote. You stop us from telling them the truth. They lose money abroad, showcase their cars and flaunt their wealth on our faces, kill our women in our farms, rape them, destroy the whole thing, and you tell us it's very difficult. What is difficult in leadership? Is Britain not doing their own? Our leaders are wicked, and we must change them with the ballot box. If they don't, forget about Nigeria next year. We did it during the NSAS, and we will do it better this time. So coming to tell us ground opposition, that is arrant nonsense. Anybody coming up, we will support him. 200 million Nigerians can't be in government house. Some people have to go there, and you must continue to check them. It is called feedback mechanism.
Thank you, Mr. Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I understand your reach. Thank you so much. Oh my corner, please, 2 minutes.
I'm not even going to take that long. I actually don't even have the time. I have to sneak in quickly. Now, Mr. Alex, thank you for your summation, and everyone, greetings on the panel, comment session. Greetings, watch, Mr. Elvis, Tomato Joss, aka Kachi. Good to see you. Good to hear you. Really quickly, I think what I totally resonate with what Tunai just said, because the truth is we hear talking all the time, but we need to start thinking about taking it back. When we say we're taking our country back, it has to be from the bottom up. What Nigeria, I believe, is trying to say is we cannot just be doing all this talking without being on the ground. So listen, there are local government offices that need to be occupied. There are people amongst us that are capable. We're not talking about those that are activists that will be on the ground. Everybody has space. Everybody has a place where they fit in. We need to start thinking if we really want to take, because right now we're literally walking on a very, very thin rope. We cannot afford, personally, it is violence for violence, because I am tired of talking and negotiating or trying to reason. These people don't have the capacity to reason like you and I. They don't. So I really want our principal to reach within and come up with that violence, because it is needed right now. We cannot afford to be quiet with these people. We don't understand that these people are deeply evil. They don't swallow evil. You people don't understand. They are not going to let go without a fight. It is just what it is. It's easy for us to be calling for, oh yeah, let's just, all out war, whatever it is that we need to. But we have to do what we can right now. What we have is our PVC. You go and vote that day, be ready. However way you want to be ready, be prepared, because it is only when, and I think somebody called in earlier and said, some of these admirals, they don't have liver. All they have is shout. Their back sometimes is worse than their action. It's just a fact. So if we don't push back, we're saying we want to take back our country, but we're just talking, we're not doing anything. Where are those people? Me, I know there are people all over the world, Nigerians, that mean well and want to do good. So this is the time for you to be going now and making yourself available. We need people in the Senate, the local government, whatever. You want to join, whatever it is you want to do it, because we got to take it back. Otherwise, we will not have a place to call our home. We will not have an ancestral home to go to. Is that what we want? So time to negotiate day, time to bring out the violence day. However way, you got to show up. This is not time for, doing dancing around and playing ten with anybody. Please. And I'm going to yield right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Omoyes Kona, for your wonderful right here. A lot of Ukrainian citizens relocated to take back their country. Why can't we do the same? Exactly. Why can't we all come together and do this? Why can't we? But that being said, I want to say thank you.
Kachi, that Ukraine where they talk about, they did not fold their hand, they carry weapon. So
Of course, we will face them.
What is that supposed to mean?
We will. We will.
What is that supposed to mean?
What I'm telling you is that
yes, if they come on that election day with violence, we'll give it to them. Yes, we'll give it to them. That's the point.
We try the PVC where it doesn't work, then violence.
Well, yes, we will
do. How do we continue to suffer?
Thank you all so much.
How long do we continue to suffer?
Wonderful submission right there. I appreciate every one of you.
God bless you.
Ms. Kashi, are you there? It's like Ms. Kashi is having issues with her network. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, Alex. I can hear you, Mr. Alex.
Yeah, it's like
I think
it's like she's having issues.
I can hear you.
It's like she's having issues with her network. What do we do?
Issue our network, yes.
Should we just round up now?
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys
no, we should share the grid.
No,
yes, we can hear you now. But you vanished before.
She's here.
You went to oblivion before.
I was speaking. All right. Thank you all so much for everything. I appreciate every one of you for taking time out to do this. God bless every one of you for doing this with us.
God bless you, my sister. What
Can
you guys are doing, God will reward you.
Yes, we can hear you.
I think it's my turn.
Bless you. Thank you so much. Happy join us tomorrow, 10 a.m. Nigerian time for our newspaper 11 and 5 p.m.
Mr.
tomorrow.
Kashi, you didn't give me 2 minutes.
Discussion just like this.
Kashi.
Okay. And this is saying, God bless you for coming out here today.
What time? Hello, my sister. Like what time now? When do you do it?
Hello, Kashi. You didn't give me my 2 minutes.
Engineer Ken, you've had your time.
Great. I had only one.
All right.
Engineer Ken.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
Even me, I don't take my 2 minutes.
God bless you. God bless you. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Tomorrow.